I don't want it too red.
He doesn't want it to look too red. Okay. Oh.
Got a mirror? No?
That's actually quite nice.
Okay, yeah, it feels good.
Can we have this in our film? I know a lot of directing and everything, but this would be quite nice to have.
I like the...
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Perfect.
Don't make it
Feels
look
like
the
I've got a
same.
mask on.
I want it to look the same.
Okay, perfect.
What about
Okay,
No,
we're
it's
rolling.
even too
We're rolling.
fast.
Let's go.
Yeah?
Let's go. Pitch.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Hello. Welcome to the Booker Billingham production of our final project. Our piece is called Live. It's a short drama about a presenter who will be called Scott Willis, and we'll follow his life in life.
Behind the scenes of his working life, and you go into his relationship with his girlfriend and
his colleagues.
Ups and downs. You know, there's comedy, there's trauma.
And the show that he works on is a children news show. So that show will be live.
It's called News World. I think news round sort of style, sort of aimed more at a younger audience. So
that will give us aspect to play with conventions surrounding that bracket, and that's going to be our drama. We've come up with a detailed story up for it, and we're going to do a 30-minute drama called Live.
Exciting times, live.
Now we come on to our final story of the day. Now you might have saw 101 Dalmatians, but it wasn't really true until now. A Dalmatian from China has gave birth to a whopping 240 Dalmatians in one. Well, I would hate to be at that birth. Anyway, thanks for joining us today, live at News World. See you tomorrow at 5. Goodbye.
Lovely. That was the kind of style we're going to have Scott Willis present the news.
But better acting. I'm not
yes.
bad, but
Average
no teachings. So that would be
There's no Dalmatian births.
Imagine this in TV studio.
And then you've got the sort of behind the scenes. So when it goes cut there, then you'll go behind the scenes.
Break the fourth wall.
Yeah, that's the aspect.
Characters.
Take 3. Characters.
Okay. Sure. So
Take 4.
Okay. So the themes in our drama, we'll look at love,
Romance.
comedy, relationships.
Yeah. Relatable experiences everyone can relate to in life, really.
Realism. And that's the main aspect in which we want to achieve
Yeah.
in our piece.
We did base every character on people we know and situations we know. So with that in mind, we hope everyone can relate to it, and that's really important to the realism of the piece.
And that's not just the relationships, but also the comedy, the humour.
Yeah.
It's humour what you'll see
Everyone's had that
in the
horrible
workplace.
person to work with or slightly uncomfortable joke.
Moment.
Yeah, you know.
Characters.
Main character is the presenter.
The main protagonist in the piece will be Scott Willis.
Not Bruce.
And he will be seen as protagonist, but we've come up with this idea not to transition the piece following Scott. We're going to follow it through a runner for a lot of the show. So going from convo to conversation.
Yeah, instead of having sort of a cut from one conversation to another, especially at the start, I think it's going to help introduce each character, because the runner really is the only person on the set who doesn't have a specific group. She helps, or he helps everyone. So the camera's going to follow her. It is a female, so I'm not being sexist. So it just sort of represents that the runner, at first you just think it's an interesting way to link the characters. In fact, she is pivotal to the pivotal role in the film.
And then flowing around this runner will be 3 cameramen who are
banterful.
But if that's a word, we won't use that
I've
one.
said it now. So.
They're funny, they're cringing.
You know, that sort of person.
And then the director, who will be a ringleader, and it's a director, so it's quite a peak part.
That's the role, essentially.
Yeah,
so.
It's peaking.
Yeah, but he is sort of your sleazy, you love him. He's not a nice character, but you seem to love him. That's what we were trying to get across. And when we wrote him, and we sort of thought about it a lot, because he's key to the comedy, sort of the comic relief throughout the piece. So hopefully that comes across towards the end. And we've got sort of a setup where he's going to the audience is going to feel for him come the end, hopefully. So
And that's the aspect.
that's the aspect of it.
And then paralleling out of the news world is obviously this one character who isn't really involved with Scott's girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
And we've looked at quite a serious realism event with her about like, self-trauma, like having the pain and suffrage of having a miscarriage and what it does to a couple, how their relationship.
I mean, they've been together for a few years now, haven't they? And they've been comfortable, happy yet comfortable. And then this sort of trauma comes along with her having a miscarriage, just creates that sort of barrier between them that we hope to break as the film progresses.
Our drama's really about making you realise in what is most important to you in life. And
the stylist is sort of the opposite to his girlfriend. She's a touch sexier, she's more flirty, and he flirts with her, and we're like, yeah, good. So him flirting with her throughout, getting slightly closer and slightly that bit too much that people shouldn't be when they're in a relationship.
She's lustful.
Yeah, she's lustful.
Distribution.
Definitely sort of a BBC type drama, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've looked at a lot of the BBC shorts, and we think that's the main one. We think it's very a conventional BBC drama. It's got characters what you can relate to in such a format where
extras does jump to mind. I mean, they've got celebrities etc. in that. It's different.
When Harvey Met Bob, which was over Christmas, these are all dramas in which are very similar to ours.
Not as good, but
potential, and that's where we want our film to be.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to one of the photo shoots. We wrote a scene in which Scott has a photo shoot. It kind of captures that realism between being a celebrity to an extent. Because obviously we've looked at people like Steve Jones, Lizzo, and some of the aspects of that celebrity culture. So we wanted to write a scene where we could capture reality. This is just Mike demonstrating a photo shoot for a magazine or a charity. Yeah, how cool was that?
So, Dan.
Yeah.
What are your roles within the film?
My role, my experiences in the film will be the director. I know direct it, I know perceive it, and I'm based it on my real life experiences within what I've experienced, and I think our own experiences will play a lot of the part in our own directing, which is my job especially to make sure that these get captured as beautifully as we want them to be.
Possible.
As to be.
I mean, if you talk about key points, I suppose the challenge, because we're aiming for a 30-minute piece.
30-minute piece, and the whole potential of it for us is quite exhilarating.
It could be
quite really
easily the best thing we've ever done.
We've made it as easy for us as possible with all the locations, such as here, the studio room, where we all can entwine them all into our piece to create that realism, and it's exciting for us.
Yeah, getting that to come across is the real challenge, and
we're creating something that we've saw throughout our whole lives, all different relationships, characters, and we've just put it all into this piece, and it's kind of thrilling, really.
Thrilling. That's the right word.
Obviously, that brings us on to the second point, the realism. It's what we've perceived, our own stories.
It's all from our lives. I mean, every single character, relationship, anything
stories.
Is
ours.
Yeah, is what we know.
It's our memory, and we based it on our perceptions of people, relationships,
experiences, everything. Yeah, it's life experience.
And we're putting this into a context of what we're really passionate about. And then, third point.
Well, I mean, we've never worked together, have we? So
no,
that's good. We're on sort of the same wavelength. Both got the same interests.
Got the
same passions.
Perception, where we want to take it. So
teamwork.
Yeah, and I think that's what it all comes down to.
Yeah, it's exciting times. So
it'll be effort, but good effort, and
when the film is finished and that Billingham Booker comes up, it's going to be Billingham, but it's going to be. It'll be great. Yeah, I can't wait.
And produce it for our final project.
Billingham Booker. Thank you.